Hey guys, hey everyone. Hi. I hope you guys are having a great evening so far. Welcome to the second lecture of time, speed, and distance. Can you all quickly confirm if you can hear me? Hi Vanshi, good evening. Good evening everybody. Alright, my name is Amit Surana. I am an aeronautical engineer from Chennai with over 6 years of experience teaching quantitative aptitude, and I've trained over 2 lakh students. Please don't forget to follow #CAT live daily the next time you're on Instagram. While you're at it, please get yourselves added to these 2 groups on Telegram. These will give you notifications for any upcoming sessions and anything that we've planned for your MBA prep. Hi Suchi, good evening. And these are our toppers from the last year. If you also want to be a part of this poster the next year, all you have to do is pick up one of our subscription packages. You can take any one of these. These are the upcoming batches. This is on the 8th of Feb. This would be starting on the 10th of Feb, and this would be starting on the 13th of Feb. All of these would contain complete coverage of all the concepts. The one starting on the 10th, that is Wednesday, I'll be a part of it. I'll be taking time and work and time, speed, distance there. The one starting on 13th of Feb would be from the scratch. That is, I'll be starting with number systems here. If you this would happen every Saturday and Sunday. The timing for this is 2:30 to 4:30. This happens every day from Monday to Friday. The timing for this would be 6:30 to 8. Hi Vedant, hello Tanishk, good evening. Thank you so much Vedant, I'm doing great. To become a part of one of these batches, all you have to do is take a subscription. You can pick up any one of these from the plus. Use my referral code Surana Live. That will give you a discount of 10%. And these would be the prices. The most preferable ones are the 12-month and the 24-month one, which will cost you 15,750 and 18,900. There are also no cost EMI options available. And if you want a subscription that will also enable you to get personalized mentorship, all you have to do is go for the iconic one, the 12 months and the 24-month one packages. Use my referral code here also, Surana Live, and you'll get the same thing at a discounted price. That being said, let's begin, shall we? Hi Akshay, hello Ritik, good evening. Karenge chalu, shall we start? Alright, let's begin with yesterday's question. Yesterday we had a question as homework. If you guys have tried this, very good. If you haven't, then go ahead. I've set the timer for it. Go ahead, take a shot at it. Vedant says 1 hour. Others? Anyone else? If you haven't solved them yet, go ahead and do it now. This is yesterday's homework question. Akshay says 2 hours. Okay. The fastest way to solve this would be using reverse engineering. Use reverse engineering. Equations you can definitely, but reverse engineering works. Hi Achal, hello. Any other answers? Hi Samiksha, good evening. Hi Gauri, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Thank you so much for asking. कर रहे हो क्या? Try. Okay, so reverse engineering would work like magic here. Start with option A, let's say 1 hour. If the time taken is 1 hour and the distance is the same 600 kilometers, then the speed at which the aircraft would be flying would become 600 kilometers per hour. Yes. Now on the other hand, we would have to check with what? Increase time. Yes, increases by 30 minutes. If the time increases by 30 minutes, the time becomes 1.5 hours. For the same 600 kilometers, the speed would become 400 kilometers per hour. Our checkpoint here would be what? The difference between the average speeds. Yes, the difference between the average speeds should be how much? 200. Is the difference 200? It is. So this matches our checkpoint, 200 kilometers. That means 1 hour works out. अचल आप देख सकते हो, कोई नहीं. You can continue with this itself. Hi Siddharth, good evening. Is this clear? Option A, 1 hour works. Okay, everyone. Shall we move on to today's concept now? Are you guys ready? Today's concept. Chalo. Let's begin with today's concepts. Today what we are looking at is relative speed. Sorry. हाँ कोई नहीं अक्षय, no issues. All right. Hello Tane. Super Vedant. Chalo, let's begin with today's concepts. Today's concept is relative speed, one of the most important concepts in time, speed and distance that will help you answer questions not just directly from relative speed, but will also help you answer questions that deal with trains, that deals with races. Yeah, चालू करेंगे. So before we go ahead guys, don't forget to hit like on this video. अगर आपने already like नहीं किया है तो कर लो एक बार. Chalo, let's talk about this. Okay, let's say let's take a scenario to understand this relative speed better. Let's take a scenario. Let's say there are 2 points. Yes, 2 points. The distance between them is 100 kilometers. Yes, and let's say that A travels, B is a fixed point. This is stationary, this does not move. Okay, fixed point. A A travels at a speed of, let's say, 30 kilometers per hour. Yes, let's say A travels at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. To cover this 100 kilometers at 30 kilometers per hour, to go from this point to this point, how long would it take? Anyone? What would be the time taken to cover from here to here? Quickly tell me. कितना टाइम लगेगा? Anyone? Time taken? Time. How much would the time be? 10 by 3 or 3 hours and 20 minutes. Yes, so 3 hours 20 minutes, yeah, from A to B. Superb. Now let's take another scenario. In this case, let's say both A and B both have the liberty to travel, right? This time what they're doing is both A and B are moving towards each other to cover this 100 kilometers ka distance to meet somewhere in between. So let's say A travels at 30 kilometers per hour, B travels at 20 kilometers per hour. Yes, A travels at 30, B travels at 20. How much time would it take for them together to cover this 100 kilometers? That is, both A and B travel and they meet. If both A and B travel and they meet here, that is, together they are covering 100 kilometers. 2 hours. Beautiful, beautiful. So what happens here? By the time A covers a particular distance in the same time, B would have covered a good amount of distance that will together give us what? 100 kilometers, right? So in this case, this is called traveling towards each other. Yes, traveling towards each other. So what happens here is, ultimately we know that compared to the first case, compared to case 1, in case 2 it will take them more time or less time? It will take them less time, right? So if time decreases, that ultimately means distance being constant, the speed must increase. Agreed? So in this scenario, how do I increase the speed? The speed gets added here. That's called relative speed, right? Both speed of A and B gets added. For example, if I take 1 hour, right? If I say in 1 hour, A would have covered how much? A would have covered at 30 kilometers per hour. A would have covered 30 kilometers. Yes. And in the same 1 hour, B at 20 kilometers per hour would have covered 20 kilometers. Correct? Both together moving would cover how much? 50 kilometers. Yes. And since sorry guys, and since they'd be covering towards each other, they're both contributing to covering the same distance. What happens? The speeds get added here. Yes. So ultimately the relative speed becomes what? A ka 30 and B ka 20 becomes 50 kilometers per hour. And the time taken for them to cover this would take up to 2 hours. Correct? So this would become 2 hours. Agreed, everybody? Superb. Let's consider another scenario now. Let's consider the third scenario where the same 100 kilometers is to be covered. But in this case, they have to meet not between each other, but B has to be chased by A. Yes, A obviously has to be faster than B. A at 30 kilometers per hour, B at 20 kilometers per hour. Both need to be moving in the same direction, right? But where? Away from each other. Yes, that means at some point A will go ahead and catch B. Correct? This is called chasing, or also called moving in the same direction. Yes. So what happens when they move in the same direction? In 1 hour, A would have covered positive 30 kilometers. Yes, that is contributing to this distance between them. But what will B have done? B is no longer contributing to them. B is doing what? B is moving away from this, right? That means B will cover 20 kilometers but in the negative direction. Are you understanding? B would cover the same part but in the negative direction. Yes. So here what happens? This, we know that this will definitely take longer than the first and the second case. Correct? This will take longer, more time. If more time, what happens to speed? Speed decreases. And how can I decrease the speed here? By taking the difference. So the relative speed in this case becomes the difference between speeds of A and B. In this case it will be what? 30 minus 20, that is 10 kilometers an hour. Are you getting this? Look at this. together they cover an effective 10 kilometers every hour. Yeah, so 10 kilometers every hour to cover 100 kilometers, it will take them how much? 10 hours. Or in other case, time becomes what? 100 kilometers over 10 kilometers per hour, taking them 10 hours to do it. Clear? So these are the rules of relative speed. Yes, what happens when they are moving in the same direction? That is, sorry, when they are moving in opposite direction, one towards east, the other towards west, only then they meet, right? Towards each other is also called as opposite directions. Yes, and away from each other is also called as same direction. Got it? This you have to be clear about. गौरी यहाँ पे मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया, देखो इन 1 hour A 30 किलोमीटर्स ट्रैवल करेगा कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटिंग टू दिस 100 किलोमीटर्स डिफरेंस. यस, बट B क्या कर रहा है? B इज मूविंग अवे फ्रॉम इट. इट्स जस्ट लाइक नेगेटिव एफिशिएंसी. आपको याद है टाइम एंड वर्क पाइप्स एंड सिस्टम्स में हमने देखा था नेगेटिव एफिशिएंसी. दैट्स व्हाट B इज डूइंग. उनका काम क्या है? 100 किलोमीटर्स कवर करना. बट व्हाट इज B डूइंग? B is going in the other direction. वो 100 किलोमीटर्स कवर करने का नहीं कर रहा है. B is increasing the work actually, right? इसीलिए डिफरेंस निकाल रहा है. Clear? So to reiterate, if two moving objects or more are moving in the same direction, चलो ऑपोजिट से स्टार्ट करते हैं. मूविंग इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन क्या हो जाता है? उनका रिलेटिव स्पीड बिकम्स द सम ऑफ देयर स्पीड्स. On the other hand, if they are moving in the same direction, that is away from each other, then what happens? The relative speed becomes the difference between their individual speeds. Cool? Done? एक क्वेश्चन करेंगे अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए. let's put up a question to understand this concept better. Here is one. जल्दी से ट्राई करो. स्मॉल क्वेश्चन जस्ट टू इंश्योर कि अपन ने ये पूरा समझ लिया है. उसके बाद थोड़ा सा एडवांस क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. ओके, गौरी, इवांशी, वेदांत, सोमेश से ए, तनिष्क, शिवानी, सोमेश, सुची से ए, शुभम. Anyone else? Any other answers? So whenever there are more than one moving objects, ध्यान में रखो guys, क्वेश्चन पढ़ते वक्त whenever there are more than one moving objects, always look out for what? The direction. Yes, they are moving towards each other, है ना? If they are moving towards each other, that basically means the direction is same. Yes, same direction में क्या हो जाता है? उनका relative speed basically becomes the difference. Sorry, opposite direction. Opposite direction towards each other. देखो, here's the image. This image will help you understand this, है ना? That means sum of their speeds. So A plus B, train A का speed let's say is 12 meters per second, train B का speed is 13 meters per second, so totally it becomes 25 meters per second, right? Now the distance between them is how much? 200 meters. So the time taken to cover this 200 meters at a relative speed of 25 meters per second would be how much? 8 seconds. Yes, which is what? Option A. Done? ठीक है. No confusions here, right? चलो थोड़ा सा इसको लेवल अप करेंगे. Try this. This is a theta question. I want you all to give the answer in terms of kilometers. Somesh says 4 by 3, Vedant says 4 by 3 or 1.33. Nahi, Animesh, kilometers per hour is the unit for speed. They're not asking speed, they're asking the distance. Vedant says 4.3. Should be 4 by 3 or it should be 1.3. 4 by 3 or 1.33. Cool. So what is it? Two moving objects. What direction? Same direction. So when they move same direction, what happens to the relative speed? Gets subtracted, right? Difference. So in this case, faster person minus the slower person. This becomes 4 kilometers per hour. What is asked of us? They're saying find the distance between them after 20 minutes. Yes. What is 20 minutes basically in terms of hours? 20 minutes is nothing but 1/3 of an hour, right? 1 by 3 hours. So what would be the distance between them? Distance is nothing but speed into time. Speed is 4, time is 1 by 3, which becomes 4 by 3 kilometers. Yes, approximately equal to what? 1.33 kilometers. Yeah, superb. चलो, no issues Vedant, as long as you've understood this concept, है ना? चलेंगे next. Shall we go to the next one? चलो. Now try this. Sorry guys. I hope you guys are trying this. One minute left. Animesh says 4.11. Sahil says 77.5. Tanay says 92. Samiksha 4 by 3 क्या? Kilometers per hour. And the speed of car by नॉट गेटिंग, चलो ठीक है, लेट्स लुक एट दिस 75 2.5, ऑलराइट 75 2.5, लेट्स डील विद दिस. सो क्या बोल रहे, पहले हमेशा ध्यान में रखो टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस वर्क सो मच बेटर इफ यू हैव अ visual aid, right? So just like in time and work we used to draw a timeline, यहाँ पे भी timeline बनाओ. Yeah, so what do we have? We have 2 points. A car X starts running from a place, right? X यहाँ से चालू हो रहा है at what speed? 40 kilometers per hour. Yes, moves in this direction. After 1.5 hour, इसके 1.5 hours बाद, yes, after 1.5 hours, x कहाँ पे, यहाँ पे कहीं पे पहुंचेगा, right? This is where x will be. Yes, कितना डिस्टेंस कवर कर लिया होगा x ने in this 1.5 hours? How much distance would x have covered? Distance is what? Speed into time. In this case 40 kilometers at 1.5 hours would be 60 kilometers, correct? बराबर. तो इन दोनों के बीच में x का इनिशियल पोजीशन एंड x का करंट पोजीशन इज व्हाट? 60 किलोमीटर्स. आफ्टर दिस 1.5 आवर्स कौन स्टार्ट होता है? y स्टार्ट होता है, राइट? सो y यहां से चालू हो रहा है, सेम पॉइंट से y चालू हो रहा है, इसका स्पीड हमें नहीं पता, लेट्स कॉल इट y किलोमीटर्स पर आवर. यस, y यहां से चालू हो रहा है, सेम डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है. क्या बोल रहे हैं? ओवरटेक्स कार x आफ्टर 1 hour 36 minutes. मतलब कार x अभी कहां पर है? यहां पे है. Here is where car x is. Yes, y travels at a speed greater than 40 definitely to be able to overtake x in how many hours? 1 hour 36 minutes. Yes, so technically the distance between them currently is how much? 60. What will be the relative speed here? Is it same direction or opposite direction, guys? ऐड करेंगे कि सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे? x और y को ऐड करेंगे कि सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे? फटाफट से बताओ. विल वी बी एडिंग x एंड y और सब्ट्रैक्टिंग x एंड y? क्विक, जल्दी से बताओ गाइस. ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट? सब्ट्रैक्ट. बट रिमेंबर इट विल नॉट बी x माइनस y. वाई? बिकॉज y हैज टू ओवरटेक x, है ना? y को क्या करना है? पहले 60 किलोमीटर है, उसके बाद x भी थोड़ा चला होगा, उसको भी ओवरटेक करना है इसको. यस, इट नीड्स टू ओवरटेक दिस. यस, सो क्या हो जाएगा? y शुड बी फास्टर देन x, करेक्ट? सो विल बिकम y माइनस x. इन दिस केस इट इज व्हाट? y माइनस 40 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर. और ये 60 किलोमीटर जो है कितने टाइम में कवर कर रहे हैं ये लोग? व्हाट इज द टाइम? 1 hour 36 minutes. Yes, 1 hour 36 minutes. How much is 36 minutes in terms of hours? 6 by 10, which is 0.6. So can I say 1.6 hours में cover हो गया? Yes, 1.6 hours में ये लोग cover कर लिए 60 kilometers दोनों का ये मिला के. So what is this now? What do we get here? Distance, speed into time, या फिर direct speed कर लो. Speed is distance by time, है ना? Speed क्या है यहाँ पे? y minus 40 in terms of kilometer per hour should be equal to what? 60 by 1.6 hours. Yes, so this becomes how much? y minus 40 कितना हो जा रहा है? y minus 40 would become how much? This is 15 times, है ना? 15 4 times, तो 150 times, this would be 4 times. Or what would this become? 150 by 4 is 37.5. Yes, so if 40 goes there, we would have 37.5 plus 40, 77.5 kilometers per hour. Got it? So what's our answer? 77.5 kilometers per hour. Got it, everybody? So to check if what you've done is right, चेक करने के लिए कि आपने जो किया है वो सही है या नहीं है, what you can do is find out total distance covered by x. x का टोटल डिस्टेंस क्या होगा, पहले तो 60 किलोमीटर x ने कवर किया, प्लस ये 1.6 आवर्स में 40 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर की स्पीड पे गया, राइट, विच इज हाउ मच, 64 किलोमीटर्स, टोटल 124 किलोमीटर्स x ने ट्रैवल किया. सो y traveling 124 kilometers at what, in how much time, 1.6 hours. Yes, how much does this give us? 124 by 1.6 will give us 77.5 kilometers per hour. समझ गए? If you want to take your calculator and check out also, go ahead, be my guest. 124 by 1.6, yes, 77.5 kilometers per hour. ठीक है, you can do it in one of these methods. कोई भी एक मेथड में कर सकते हो. This is using relative speed. Yes, and this is using total distance. Any one of these two methods you can try. ठीक है, I hope you guys understood this. आ गया ना समझ में? Okay, if you've understood this, go ahead, say yes and hit like on this video. तो फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे. No, Tanishq, what we actually care about is the current distance between them. Relative speed लेते वक्त ध्यान में रखो guys, कभी भी relative speed लेते वक्त you will keep in mind the current distance, not the future distance. Current distance कितना है? Current distance उन दोनों के बीच में कितना है? कितना है? 60 किलोमीटर्स. ठीक है तनिष्क, cool, right. तो साहिल, द मेथड दैट यू वर सजेस्टिंग, ये रहा टोटल डिस्टेंस का, रिलेटिव स्पीड में ये रहा. डन, चलो ट्राई करो ये. सिद्धार्थ, 64 किलोमीटर्स इज 40 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर की स्पीड पे 1.6 आवर्स. जो 1 आवर 36 मिनट्स था, 1.6 आवर्स, उतना डिस्टेंस. ठीक है सिद्धार्थ, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड. सुपर. चलो ये वाला ट्राई करो. इसमें टाइम कम दिया है बिकॉज इट्स एन इजी क्वेश्चन, बट go ahead, try this. याद रखो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में टाइमलाइन विल ऑलवेज हेल्प यू. ड्रॉ अ टाइमलाइन. आधा क्वेश्चन आपका टाइमलाइन में सॉल्व हो जाता है, बाकी छोटा सा कैलकुलेशन जो करना होता है वो है बस. ठीक है, चलो लेट मी इंक्रीज द टाइमर. करो आंसर ये वाला. हाय सान्या. Okay, Somesh says the answer is C. What do others think? Anya says the answer is D. Chiranji also says the answer is D. Okay. Akansha says the answer is D. All right. Samiksha says D. How about others? Well, I've added some more time. Try karo jaldi se. Akshay says D. All right, beautiful. चलो first let's start with the timeline. Okay, क्या बोल रहे हैं? 2 trains for Bangalore leave Chennai. That means this is Chennai, this is Bangalore. Okay, train 1 leaves at what time? 4:30 p.m. Yeah, travels at what? 100 kilometers per hour. Goes in this direction. Train 2 starts when? When does train 2 start? Train 2 starts at 5:15 p.m. Travels at what speed? 136 kilometers per hour, going in the same direction. Now we cannot directly go for their relative speed. Why? Because they don't start at the same time. Yes, so first let's figure out the position of train 1 when train 2 starts. That is, दोनों के बीच में कितना गैप है? 45 minutes. Yes, 3/4 hours में train 1 कितना दूर पहुंचेगा? So distance is speed into time. Speed is 100, time is 3/4 hours, correct? 30 plus 15, है ना? This gives us what? 75 kilometers. So now the train 1 is where? Here, 75 kilometers. Yes, and where is train 2? Here. Now what do we have to do? We have to ensure that they meet. So for them to meet, which train is faster? Train 2 is faster. That means it is possible for us to get them to meet. They're asking at what distance? At what distance? So first let's find out the time. First let's find out the time when they meet. Yes, relative speed, same direction, so it has to be difference between them. 136 minus 100, 36 kilometers per hour. Distance between them is what? 75 kilometers. Time taken to do so would be what? 75 by 36 hours. Keep it the way it is for now. ये आगे जाके cancel हो जाएगा, है ना? 75 by 36 hours. How far from Chennai will the two trains meet? Train 1 आगे थोड़ा सा बढ़ गया, जाने दो. Train 2 से चालू करो. So distance covered by train 2. Distance covered by train 2. What is distance? Speed into time, right? Speed क्या है? 136. Time क्या है? 75 by 36. Yes. I hope you guys are understanding this. ये आ रहा है ना समझ में? So this is what? 25 times. This is 12 times. This would be 3 times. This is 34. Yes, so 34 into 25 by 3 would be your answer. Yes, 34 into 25 over 3. This is your answer, which is how much? 283 kilometers, 0.33. 283.33 kilometers. Got it? Everybody? Yeah, so everybody who said D, this is wrong. Option C is the right answer. 283.33 kilometers. Yes. Any questions, confusions here, anyone? Gauri, what is your question? I don't understand. After 75 by 36, what? This 75 kilometers is traveled by train 1. We're looking at how much total distance is covered by train 2. Okay? I hope you guys understood this. Please ensure you start getting used to this timeline. इसको timeline बोलते हैं. This will help you understand the exact scenario के क्या चल रहा है. ठीक है? This is the distance of train 1 before train 2 starts. Then we are finding out total distance covered by train 2. So using this, we found out how much time would it take for them both to meet. It will take them 75 by 36 hours, almost 2 hours to meet. Yes, almost 2 hours to meet. Okay, with this in mind, we are calculating what? How far would train 2 have covered? ठीक है? Sir, answer is not C. Okay, Shubham, what is the answer then? If this is clear to everybody, shall we move on to the next one? Yes, no? चलेंगे next. चलो ट्राई करो ये वाला क्विकली. विकास विकास थोड़ा सा रिवाइंड करके देखो, थोड़ा सा रिवाइंड करके देखो. अगर फिर भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो मैं रिपीट करेगा. यस, आई विल रिपीट इफ यू स्टिल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. थोड़ा सा जस्ट गो बैक अ लिटिल बिट. आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड हाउ दैट 75 किलोमीटर्स केम. थोड़ा सा रिवाइंड करके देखो. जो नहीं आया समझ में तो फिर मैं रिपीट करूंगा. ओके अनिमेश एंड अक्षय से आंसर इज सी. सोमेश से सी. गौरी से सी. तनिष्क से सी. अदर्स? साहिल से सी. तनय says D. None of the above. Okay. (40 plus 40 into 2). Beautiful, Sahil. Very good. श्रुति से सी. सिद्धार्थ से सी. चलो फटाक से करेंगे. ये टाइमलाइन बना ले. 2 points, point 1, point 2. Yes, X starts from point 1 at 10 a.m. travels to point 2 at 40 kilometers per hour. Yes. However, from the other side, y starts from point 2 and travels to point 1 at 60 kilometers per hour, but when? After an hour. Yes, that is 11 a.m. Y starts from point 2, travels towards point 1 at what speed? 60 kilometers per hour. Talking about what? If the distance between point 1 and point 2 is 240 kilometers, how far has x traveled before meeting y? How far has x traveled before meeting y? That basically means what? They both have to meet. Yes, but their starting times are different. So first let's find out how much distance did x travel. Distance traveled by x. How much would it be? Initially in that 1 hour, in 1 hour at what? 40 kilometers per hour, the distance covered would be how much? 40 kilometers. Yes, so technically now the distance between them is how much? 40 kilometers is already traveled. So distance, technical distance between them is how much? 200 kilometers. Yes, now this 200 kilometers is traveled by whom? Both x and y. Both contributions are happening. X is also going, y is also going. So how much, what would be the relative speed? Since they're going in opposite direction towards each other, contributing to the work, speeds get added. So 40 for a, 40 for x and 60 for y becomes 100 kilometers per hour. So to cover 200 kilometers, how much time would it have taken them? 200 by 100, 2 hours. Correct? What we have to find out is x has already traveled 40 kilometers. What we need to find out is how much extra would x have traveled in these 2 hours. So this plus 40 kilometers per hour for 2 hours. This gives us 40 plus 80, which is 120 kilometers. Got it? Yeah. So Tanay, एक बार check कर लो. None of the above नहीं है. 120 kilometers is your answer. Done, everyone? Yes. Next question, shall we? Chalo. Here's your next question. Please don't forget to hit like on this video, guys. Okay, Somesh's answer to this question is 500 meters. Others? Animesh says 500 meters. Okay. Superb, Animesh. Superb, very good. Tanishq, Gauri, Sahil, Akshay, Samiksha, very good. You all say the answer is 500 meters. Anyone else still trying? Very good, Ritik. Superb, Ivanshi. So look at this again, quick timeline. Such a long tiring question can actually be done so simply if you have the timeline, right? So what are they saying? Thief is spotted by a policeman. How far? 200 meters far. Let's write this in terms of kilometers. 0.2 kilometers. What is the distance the thief who's running at 5 kilometers per hour would have covered before being caught by the policeman running at 7 kilometers per hour? So policeman runs at 7 kilometers per hour, thief runs at 5 kilometers per hour, they're chasing, right? So they're asking how much distance would the thief had run before getting caught. So we need to find the time at which they get caught, correct? Time at which the thief gets caught. Yes. How do we do that? Relative speed. Since they're moving in the same direction, 7 minus 5, 2 kilometers per hour is there if relative speed. The distance between them, always remember it has to be what? Current distance, not the future distance. This has to be current distance, right? Is how much? 0.2 kilometers. So how much time would it have taken the policeman to catch the thief, or for both of them to meet? Distance by speed, that is 2 by 0.2, which is 10 hours. Am I right? Sorry, the other way around. 0.2 by 2. Yeah, which is what? 0.1 hours. So running at 5 kilometers per hour, if the thief travels 0.1 hours, then how much distance would he have run? Speed into time, which is 5 into 0.1, 0.5 kilometers. So 500 meters or 0.5 kilometers is the right answer. Beautiful, guys, very good. So can you guys quickly tell me one thing, if you are all clear with relative speed? Is this clear? Yes. If you guys are clear with the concept, then the next session that we will see, we will have concepts like effective speed, yes, then we'll do one on trains, on races, we'll do on boats and streams, and elevators. Okay. Feminism wala jif hai, yes, go girl power. All right, guys, thank you very much for being a part of this session. I want you all to remember that tomorrow at 12 p.m. you have your Unacademy Combat. Yes, so bring your A game, get your 6-month subscription on Plus as a prize if you get the first 3 ranks. If you get any rank less than 50, then you will have an Amazon voucher of 1000 rupees given to you. All you have to do is when you log in, don't forget to use my referral code Surana Life to unlock the test. Yeah, Hardik, the session is from 8 to 8 p.m. And guys, please ensure that you keep considering this. 8th Feb se 10th फेब से and 13th फेब से बैचेस स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं. Yes, 8th फेब taken by Riya Agarwal, Shabhana and Udit Saini. 10th Feb wala Praveen Tyagi, Amit Surana and Achal Khanna. I will be taking time and work and time, speed, distance, two of the most complex concepts of arithmetic. Yes, the timing for this would be 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is a weekday batch, that means this goes from Monday to Friday. Yes, it's starting from 10th of Feb. And the other batch that we have is starting on the 13th, where I'll be taking quant, I'll be taking number system from 2:30 p.m. till 4:30 p.m. Yes, this will happen every Saturday and Sunday. Okay, Ronak Shah and Shalini will also be joining for LRDI and VARC. Okay, so if you want to be a part of these batches, all you have to do is get one of these. Either take the Plus or the Iconic subscription. You'll get the best educators the country has to offer, interactive live sessions and unlimited access to all concepts. You'll have structured courses and PDF. That means you need not go for any books, you need not buy any books. You can also go for live tests and quizzes. Apart from all of these, again, unlimited for them, so you don't have to buy any mock test outside. Yes, along with all of these, you get a personal coach, personalized other management entrance test preparation, expert guidelines and analysis, personal analysis to all of these tests, right? How have you performed specifically, not in general one. And this falls under the Iconic subscription. Yes. You can pick up the Plus subscription with these pricing. Use my referral code Surana Live. You'll be given a discount of 10% while you do that. That means for less than 800 rupees a month, you will be able to crack CAT. If you're also looking at going for EMI options, then there are no cost EMI options available. You can take the Iconic one if you're looking for mentors, people helping you throughout the way, every step of the way, be it test prep, be it other admission process, yes, and any other doubts that you have. They'd be always there to help you. If you use my referral code here also, Surana Live, you'll be given a discount of 10%. Yes, यहाँ पर भी no cost EMI options available है. So for about 3,000 rupees a month, you will now be able to crack CAT and other management entrance tests too. Yeah, Sahil, I think there's no bar with that. Anybody can get it how many ever times. Alright guys, thank you very much for being a part of the session. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, same time 8 p.m. Until then, keep yourself safe and happy. Have a good night. Take care. Bye bye. Keep learning and let's crack it.